We're only really late because...
No, it's not the only reason. Because I was shoving my face full of food.
And then we thought we were live, talking to ourselves.
We were staring at the screen, pretending we were live. No one was there.
Welcome. Yeah, we spent about 5 minutes talking to ourselves, wondering why is nobody joining us?
It's funny because I don't feel like we should repeat the conversation we had then either. I was like, no one is making it through this conversation.
I don't even remember what we were talking. My brain is
not as interesting as Mexican food, that's for sure.
So how is everybody?
That was a big sigh.
Tired. I have it's still in my voice. Like I'm exhausted.
I am too. I feel you, and I know you have a lot. It's in my voice too. Can you hear it? Mm-hmm. Actually, this week I was like,
it's COVID.
I wonder if I have cancer. Is what I
Oh
thought.
my gosh.
Throat cancer. Because I drink too much wine.
Thanks. We missed you guys too. Oh my gosh. We were. That's what we were talking about. It was kind of easy to get out of this routine.
Surprisingly.
I mean, we miss everybody. But
yeah, I missed it. But I was telling her last Friday. I was telling her when no one could hear us. Last Friday, it was 3:00, and I was like, oh, we would have done live. I didn't even remember we would do that.
Well, and then...
That's what I was thinking of.
It's a tumor.
I think it's just impeding in there. It's a lot of hard swallowing this week. But it could be my allergies. I do have those pretty bad. And I haven't been taking my allergy medicine, so...
Oh, gosh.
One time I had a brain tumor. That was from WebMD.
Oh.
And a lot of Googling. And one time I had a tumor here. I was like, I have worked my ass off working out, and I still just have this lump here. And a girl I worked with at the time was like, girl, you just had a baby. I was convinced I had cancer to the point that I made them do an ultrasound, and they did.
Now we know.
But guess what? I know cancer is coming for me, so this raspy throat. It's not funny when I tell you I have cancer.
Nobody's going to believe her from here on out. Anything she says. We're going to be like, oh, that hypochondriac, Brianne.
Maybe I'm just telling you so I feel better when I tell you. And you tell me that I shouldn't be worried. And then someday it's going to be like, oh, no. Yep, this time it came for you all right.
Or maybe it's when you, we always say, if you just speak it out loud, it might not happen. Getting murdered or...
There's so many things to worry about. Every day. Mm-hmm. Oh, and guess what 2020 was not good for? Helping us not feel worried about things. Yeah. I was every time I started to worry, and then it would happen.
I'm failing on my job. I'm supposed to be waving to everybody. Is she doing?
We're just shooting the shit. Nothing interesting.
We have nothing planned for the conversation today. I mean, obviously.
Glorious. It's glorious.
Next week's bag. We always give a hint about that. So that's
spooky. My throat cancer is making me silly.
We haven't even been drinking.
No.
So, yeah, that is some news. I'm going to try to go dry for a month.
Not me.
I need to. I've consumed a lot of alcohol this year, especially in the last 2 weeks. So, yeah, spooky. The bag next week is Halloween themed. Mm-hmm. That's all we're going to say. Mm-hmm. We got inspired by something and had to do our own version. Mm-hmm. So, that's coming at you. And then, next week is the photography, the visual storyteller workshop, which is exciting. Just, I feel like we've had quite a bit of people sign up, and just know that this one is good for anybody. I feel like a lot of people think they have to be a small business or trying to up their social media game. It's really more about...
Or have a good camera. That's just decidedly not the point of this.
No, it's more the ins and outs of taking some basics on how to take a good photo, what not to do, and taking it a step further with some like resources and kind of like a post-processing steps, and then tips on social media if you are looking as a business to improve that. But it's still applicable to what did I say? Still applicable for families or whoever that want everybody. They want to share. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna start over because the knock on the door totally threw me off.
Really threw her off.
Basically,
maybe we should just stop and start live all over again.
It's how you can really. What is the word I'm looking for? Streamline social media. Your images, making them all look very cohesive and not in an overwhelming way. So it's kind of like learn the rules to break the rules and be an original. And, some of those pieces are in there. And I promise when I teach it, I will not sound like this because I have an entire slideshow.
Oh,
no, I have a whole. I think that's because I'm trying to summarize it, and it's just too difficult, and I have like a process when we go through it. So,
well, I've taken her workshop, and I'm going to take it again because I feel like when I was taking it the first time, I'm like, oh, this is so good and helpful. I can't wait to do this again.
And there'll be some new stuff in there for you too.
Even if there wasn't, I would still come away with stuff like good reminders that I need to do.
Well, I feel like it's with anything. Once you hear it over and over again, and you start putting it into practice, it just becomes, It's always good to hear things several times.
Well, sometimes, now, like, since I took it and have been putting a lot of things into practice, I feel like now it's like, oh, yeah, now there's another step I need to move to.
Or you come up with other questions. Because sometimes when you're in the middle of a class, you realize you don't know the questions to ask until you start doing it. And so I always recommend it as a repeat thing, too, because you'll come back with other questions. For sure.
Well, it's funny because just in life in general, I feel like I'm one of those lifetime student kind of people, though. But like for my job, I have to do continuing education every year, and sometimes I'll take the intro courses or the intermediate instead of the advanced courses, just because I feel like being in an advanced position and going kind of back to basics again. It's like, oh yeah, like sometimes it's helpful to remember or just maybe streamline how you're doing things.
Welcome to all of those who joined us while she was answering the door too.
Oh yeah, I went to get a fajita salad from next door, and they were out of the mushrooms. Someone was delivering them.
Yeah.
So they cooked them and they brought them, and they smell really good. And it's just a bowl of mushrooms. Do you want some of those?
Yeah. So, and also, we were talking about retaking courses, and obviously, social media changes like on the daily. So I'm always trying to update that kind of the newest.
We have reels to talk about now. Maybe you can teach me about reels.
We need to do some.
No.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have her
and reels
making a reel.
And I do what Paige tells me to do. But me and reels is like you and book club when I brought it up, and you're like, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna read those books. You can do the book club, and I'm not. What? And she's the first one to read them, so.
I just say I cannot overpromise when it comes to things. If I underpromise,
you were like,
and then I like,
you're really gonna be on your own book island, and I will be watching your island sink.
It's true that.
But she's not. She's keeping it afloat. So.
Yeah. No, it's good. And this month is so good.
Fun. So fun. I have a lot of people I know are reading it because they bought it from other sources, this book. And
that's okay, I guess.
So good and creepy. But just to let you guys know, we do have a few more sets of our book bag available. Yeah. And when we sell out of the book bag, we will have a few books that we will sell on their own. So if you want this, let us know. I think the book bag makes a really good gift for somebody. Yeah. Interactive, and it comes with a fun meetup at the end of the month. Via Zoom. I feel like I always have to say that for some reason, even though most people know this already. That
we're not getting together. We don't want your germs, and you don't want ours.
So. No, and we have to have each other's germs.
Yes.
So we have to limit that circle.
Very much so. We have a pod. That's that. And let me tell you
Yay! Cara signed up for book club.
Oh, yay. Yes. This month. Are you reading this month? Well, I know it's got a little bit of a lag.
Hi, Kelsey.
So we'll wait on that. I was going to say what was interesting. We were talking about germs, and obviously we've been in quarantine. And you guys know that it's been
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I left we drove around a little over 5,000 miles in a week and a half. And we were very comical, I'm sure. We were trying so hard to stay strictly quarantined. So like we had this whole process of like getting in and out of hotels, and even when we got to town, like I really didn't see anybody outside of like my mom and dad. And then like one of the funerals was Facebook Live, which is very odd. And then we just had a graveside that was very minimal. We were all 6 feet apart outside with masks on and everything. So anyways, we were just really, really strict. But this being said, it was amazing to see state by state the differences on how it was. Like I felt like I was in real time, just like slowly seeing how the entire rest of the country is dealing with the pandemic in this like very odd outsider way. And let me tell you, Missouri is not where you want to be. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, it's your coffee.
Oh, gosh. Let's see.
Swipe your keyboard down.
But then there we go. So, yeah, it was a really interesting experience.
I bet. Mm-hmm. I bet. I'm glad I didn't have to.
But I'm going to give a shout out to, there's a chain out there called Sap Brothers in the Midwest that.
Sap?
Yeah, like SAPP. And they were on top of it. Like, like even to the bathrooms and like the sign. I don't know. It was just like, it was impressive. I haven't seen anything like that even out here. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People are doing what they're supposed to be. Somewhat.
Sometimes. In some places.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes people are going to glare at you for wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Which just, that's something I don't get. Because even if you think that's kind of dumb, why would you care if someone else did it? It could do nothing to hurt you. I'm probably stepping way over my bounds to say something as political as that.
I'm a lot like Harris when it comes to the facial expressions. When I used to work in the OR, and of course we wore masks all day long, people were always like, "Oh, we always know what you're thinking by your eyes," and it's true. So I'm sure I give a lot of looks that probably aren't great either.
Oh, you mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we don't have to say it. I get it. Paige and I are both wearing our vote necklaces today. It's probably hard to see in this light. Excuse me.
I was going to say, it's small too. We're just trying to channel our inner Michelle. Anywho, let's see.
So we talked about book club. We talked about the workshop. Got a fun bag next week, so watch out for that. We've got all kinds of good stuff coming up. A lot of workshop-y things.
Yeah.
As always,
well, and holidays. I mean, the holidays are upon us. We got like that's what I'm getting excited about. I mean, I am. Like, I am ready to decorate for like all of it. Like, let's just put it all out.
I want to walk in your house and see bats
like,
and skeletons and Santa and lights,
turkeys and some Valentines, and like let's just celebrate it all.
That'd be kind of fun.
So, and just leave it up. Whatever makes you feel good.
Hey, I found my crochet pumpkins that you taught me how to make last year, and they're out on display now.
Nice.
And they look better than I remember.
Yeah. Of course.
You were making fun of me for those. I think I did pretty good, though.
I only made fun of you because she like crochets like...
Yes, I do. It's wrong.
Opposite. I was like...
It's very wrong.
She can do that one pattern.
She's like... watching me do it, and I was like, I'm on a roll, I'm doing great, and then she was watching me like, what? No, that's not right, there's an extra thing in there. I'm like, but look at the pattern, looks perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So I should relearn.
Yeah, but she needs to know like the basics so that you could read any other pattern.
I mean, that's just circling back to our conversation about once you've done something for a little bit, go back, learn the basics again, because you may learn it better that time.
also heavily drinking.
Then.
And then
Not today, just in case you're wondering. Chips and salsa.
I bet your mom doesn't know she requested
Hi,
to
Mom.
be in the live
Oh,
video.
Mom. We can't let you in. No, she would not want that at all. It's such a weird thing that pops up. Because when you go on Instagram Live and you're not used to it, it does throw me a little bit like, am I supposed to push that button? Don't push it.
Well, anytime you're trying to do something live and like interact, like just now I see that we missed a question. What's going on for Halloween? Did you see that? I didn't see
No.
it, which we were talking about anyways.
Do you mean
What
we're
is
dressing
going
up
on?
as for Halloween? Because we know that.
What is going on?
We're not telling you.
I did watch a video yesterday on this like machine that someone had built. They had attached it to, it's the Holderness family. Isn't that their last name?
Yes.
They had like gotten this engineer to design this candy shooter, but it was like with their leaf blower, and at the end they gave you like all of the steps, so like I can literally sit at the top of my house, and it has like all these pipes that go down, so I was like thinking I could be at the top and like shooting candy down and having a place where it's just like put your bucket here.
Oh my gosh.
And then
that'd be awesome. My kids and I have talked about the idea. I can't remember if I talked to you about it or not, but like where all the adults will each get a room and we each have to be in charge of different candy. And then they knock on each of the doors.
That's what we talked about too.
Yeah.
Well, and then I have like the two doors that are kind of side by side where the kids could just keep rotating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We are going to party. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. Be very small. A very small party of the pod.
And we may be shooting candy down to kids if I can figure this contraption out.
That'd be amazing.
I don't know. Nobody ever comes up because, like, really, I would need that for like every year because nobody thinks my house is a house. And then it's got like the weird, and then you have to go up a lot of steps and it's dark and like nobody's going up that.
No one comes to our house either, and we live in a neighborhood. But don't tell anyone, it's an older person neighborhood. My kids are like the only kids. Mm-hmm. So they go to all the houses.
I was going to say, that's where all the good candy is.
They get the full-size candy bars.
That's people. Exactly.
And they come home, I'm like, really? They gave you this much candy?
And then one of the neighborhoods over here behind St. Nick's, we always go to because, our faux grandparents that live over there, we always go trick-or-treat in their neighborhood. They walked away with like a $10 bill or something one time. I was just like, no.
It's not even. I like when they do the downtown trick-or-treating and they always pull out the toothbrush from the dentist. Like, my kids are like, why? I'm like, oh, just look at your bag and then why? Why, Max?
What? Tell us.
Why is there a toothbrush in your bag?
What was your favorite Halloween candy? While y'all are answering that, as a kid,
I bet you know what
was
yours
your favorite?
What was yours?
Oh, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Those are good.
Those are my favorite all the time.
Those are good. When I was a kid, it was like a tie between Whoppers, Sixlets, which are weird, and Bottle Caps.
Sixlets are good. My kids
because they're like carob a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a time when we had carob.
So did I.
Instead of chocolate.
Thanks, carob cookies is what my mom always made.
Milky Way. Oh yeah, those are good.
Starburst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All the candy is good.
I'm just not a like tart or like chewy. Like it's just not my Sixlets. Yeah, my kids love them. My mom always finds them and like puts them in their boxes when she sends stuff.
When I see them at Halloween time, I just squirrel them away for later.
Well, and then back in the day, the Reese's eggs at Easter, they only made that at Easter, that ratio, and now they've got it for every holiday. So if I'm being completely honest, that's my favorite. It's like the pumpkin shaped
one. You like the extra peanut butter. And I like the standard peanut butter cup with much more of that
chocolate,
that sandy chocolate that you guys do. I love that texture. I'm always like,
texture. I've never noticed that. But see, I have to like eat that. I have to eat that part first. And then my favorite part is I eat the whole thing.
Do you remember when you could buy a jar
Oh,
Reese's
the eggs, yeah.
peanut butter, like just the peanut butter. If I'm gonna find that for you and get it for you, that's gonna be your Halloween treat.
Oh, it's just the spread?
Yeah, it's just like a jar of peanut butter.
I haven't seen that.
Reese's peanut butter. Yeah. I don't know if they still make it.
Correct. The eggs from the bunny.
From the bunny. Oh.
Oh, Cadbury.
Oh.
Cadbury eggs.
Oh, the ones that look like an egg on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Those always weirded me out when I was a kid. I thought that was egg and I did not want to eat it. Now I realize they're pretty good. What about those eggs that are chocolate with like the...
Now we're all to eat.
They're like the pastel colors with like the hard candy on the outside, and they almost taste like vanilla when you put them in your mouth, and then it's that really good chocolate on the inside.
Are you talking about the malted?
No, it's just chocolate. Maybe they're not Cadbury. I don't know what they are.
I don't know.
Ooh, you like the egg inside.
Oh, yeah, because it's like runny. I know what you're talking about. It's Cadbury eggs.
Let's make up some homemade Cadbury eggs, but just put real egg inside. See what happens.
Gross. Yeah, no, not for me. I always thought though, like, if to be honest, the worst candy is Peeps.
Oh,
and you cannot convince me otherwise, because now they have them for every holiday. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the skeletons or the whatever.
You know whose favorite candy is Peeps? It was
a
hard swallow. Did you see? Yeah, I did. I had one right there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Howdy, Janet.
Brian's favorite candy is Peeps. He loves them. Do you know how he likes them even better? It's even more sadistic than what I just told you.
A lot of people like to use them for s'mores.
No, Brian likes to let them, he pokes a hole in the bag and lets it sit for like a month. And then he likes them even better.
Oh, Kelsey, you love Peeps?
No!
Oh.
What do you do?
Mom.
Kelsey, what do you do with them? There's no flavor. It's so weird.
How are those? Oh, I can't say it. My mom's busy making something for you guys.
Say it.
But it's got to be a secret.
I think we shouldn't tell anyone. Just keep them all for ourselves. I don't want to give them away.
Maybe. Stale Peeps.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's
be a thing.
I thought it was just Brian, but that must be a thing. Eat them. I do. Occasionally, I will eat one. It has been a few years now, and each time I'm like, I want this to be better than it is.
Like our gift. Stale candy. That's so funny. Yeah. We all have our quirks. We all like certain things. Like, no, you want to know like the grossest thing or what most people think. And I guess, I don't know if it's a Southern thing or what, but, or maybe it's a poor thing. I don't know.
Kelsey doesn't share. Did you see that?
Yeah. You decorate. Yeah, that I felt like they were great for like decor, but not to actually eat. It's kind of like when you make a gingerbread house. Like, the girls are always like, I want to eat. I'm like, ooh, it's been sitting out for like a month. Why would you want to eat anything on there?
Don't even care. My kids do not care. Okay, Kelsey just found some from Easter. So are you like, yes, they're in the prime of their life right now from Easter. They're going to be so stale and perfect.
This is going to be the highlight of 2020 for Kelsey.
We're learning some stuff about people today,
though. We are.
This is what I like, learning.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys. I love...
what's gross?
So, toast with shredded cheese, and I put it under the broiler. And then once it's cheese toast, I drizzle it with maple syrup. That is...
Wait, you melt the cheese?
It's like it's not like grilled cheese. We called it cheese toast. And you basically just sprinkle the cheese on top of your toast, put it under the broiler just like you would nachos.
Is it cheddar cheese? We have to go back to S's comment before we lose it. Gingerbread is the most overrated cookie bullshit ever. I love gingerbread.
Agree.
Although I prefer molasses cookies, and a gingerbread is just a paltry, not quite up there substitute for molasses cookies. Do you guys like molasses cookies?
I like real ginger cookies, like not the stuff that you make,
like the spicy ginger,
like soft, like a real cookie, not like what you form a house with.
No S.
She's just like, nope, you're wrong.
Paige's mom shut you down.
Oh, cheese toast like that. And yes. I like it without the syrup too, but like if it's like breakfast like and that. You just drizzle a little bit, I'm telling you.
I don't know why that would be bad.
Everybody's like, everybody that sees this is like, gross, that's disgusting. I'm like, well, you're wrong. So.
But that's like when you get, like, remember Brian's mom made the crackers that had like the little bit of raspberry jam and the cheese alouette? Oh my God, on a Ritz. But it's the sweet savory, right? Yeah. Cheese and a little something sweet. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Let's see here.
Yeah. Okay.
Molasses cookies. I think we all agree on those. Those are really.
Thank God. I could not be your guys' friends if you hate molasses cookies. Sorry.
Honey too. Oh yeah, my mom likes honey drizzled on her cheese toast.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, something about the maple for me, but because I love honey.
What kind of maple syrup is it? Like the real maple syrup?
I don't know.
Any kind of syrup.
No, I just like some good old fake maple syrup.
Okay. I want to do it right when I do it.
Uh-huh. And I think some people would use molasses too. Instead.
Molasses?
Yeah. But that you have to, very minimal. It's not my favorite.
It's a real strong situation.
It is. So, anywho. On that note.
Well, we just made a really great recovery.
We went through all of the candies of the upcoming holidays, so now we kind of know we do not need to offer anything with ginger and gingerbread.
No gingerbread from us, guys.
And
not because we're biased.
On the cheese toast, cheddar, just like regular shredded cheddar.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Mrs.
Butterworth.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about her.
Yeah.
Haven't seen her in a long time. Maybe time for a visit.
Government cheese. Yeah, it was just cheap shredded cheddar. That's definitely what it was. We figured out what it was.
We're so glad that you love the sippy cup, Chandler. Yay! Oh, South Carolina.
Yeah. We were just talking about the South. And cheese toast. So
we're having a really odd conversation for us. Normally it's not quite this odd.
Yeah. We really had nothing planned. Obviously our brains are a little fried, much like everybody else's in the world right now. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And
we took 2 weeks off for personal I like to say tragedies. My mom did tell me, Brianne, Grandma's really worried about you. Are you okay? Because I said a personal tragedy.
Yeah.
But to me it was. And Paige had actual tragedies.
Yeah. Quite a few, unfortunately.
Oh, God.
COVID is real. That's all we're going to say. And, so that was really it. We were just trying to be like...
I think what we should say is we took the time off, although there's not really any time off in these times, I find.
But it just adds on, like it just adds up and it's later.
But I think it is important to remember that, like, we're all people, and we've been going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
For a long.
Sorry, I was responding.
A long period of time. And sometimes because it's been weird for so long, it almost feels like weird is normal, but it isn't. And it's okay to be tired.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah. And then
like I wanted it to.
And it looks like it's going to be a very wet, dark weekend. So maybe
candles.
Just
light some candles.
Yes. And then hopefully everybody can just get some rest. Because I feel like when it's like that, nobody's like trying to go outside and do a bunch of stuff either.
Movies, candles, wine. Not for you. Tea in your tumbler. I did tea in my tumbler like every day this week. And it was great. Yeah. If I'm going to be honest.
Something about that in the afternoon. Because I'm a coffee person in the morning. Can't get past that.
Oh, I would sit down with the kids too, like at night when we were watching a movie or something, and have tea then.
Hey, Maddie.
My hair is really bugging me today.
And this has been the most random conversation.
It just can't get fixed. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. We were having like an off day. That's all right. This is our first one back in 2 weeks, like we said. And
it's almost
really
as if
just
it was
wanted
the
to say
first.
hi and no real plan. Just to remind you guys that, of course, next week is the photography workshop if you want to join. And we've got spooky stuff coming to you next week in the bags.
We have a spooky book that we're reading that you should read with us and join our book club in just a couple weeks' time. We still have some of these left, too, so if you want one, just let us know.
It's so good.
It is good. It's a really
Happy
good
Friday
break
to you, too, Maddie. Sorry, just seeing that. And then somebody else has it, too. Hold on.
Good break from reality.
Oh, new Halloween, Adam Sandler on Netflix. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
And guess whose birthday is this weekend?
Ruby's.
Yours!
Oh, yeah.
So make sure to wish her happy birthday.
Happy COVID birthday.
That's right.
And
and it's
making
Ruby's
my
too.
whole family watch Hamilton with me in our movie room, and the only ticket for admission is that you have to sing the whole time. And if you stop singing, you have to go out in the hallway.
We did a lot of that on the road trip.
I've been there. Our California road trip.
So I guess
a few
I
years
can't
ago.
attend your birthday, so I'll just bring your present. Run away. Because I can't sing anymore. Like, I'm already...
No,
I'm trying to lose my voice, too.
With the hard swallows, I can't sing. It's just for fun. It's not for glamour. And it's COVID, so sing really loud in people's faces in a tiny little room is what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's good stuff. Well, guys, we're going to let you go because I do have to run.
Yeah.
I got
just a work.
Yeah.
I'm going to work. And I'm going to go home and work too. Because I don't have any help at work well, I have some help, not enough help right now. And I have some stuff to do.
Working day and night and day. All right, thanks for joining us and putting up with our kookiness, and we love you guys.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
So good to be back. We'll be here this weekend, of course, open on our regular hours. So
our very extravagant
come
hours.
on by. So I'll see y'all next week.
Bye.